Good evening, I'm Rich Newberg. At least 9 people were hurt at noon today when a snow-laden roof collapsed on the Hills department store in Clarence. The victims included store employees, customers, and 1 firefighter. But hospital officials tell us tonight none of the injuries is serious, mostly cuts and abrasions. Jackie Walker has been on the scene most of the day. She is out there right now. Jackie, what's going on?
Rich, what's going on now? The activity here is now mostly concerned with sealing off this building, keeping people away from it, and preventing a repeat of what happened earlier today. The Hills department store opened at 11 o'clock this morning. By noon, with only about 20 customers inside, there was chaos.
And all of a sudden we heard this loud bang, like a crash, and I thought it was like something in shoes or domestics, and I ran out and I looked and the whole roof had come down in the front, and I just ran back and called the fire company.
Basically all we heard is like a large bang. Our first thought was, a plane came down on us, but of course that wasn't the case.
It was so horrible. These people were worried about carts and checking out. I said, get out of here. I'm on the phone with the police. I'm telling them, get your kids and get out of here. They're saying their front hallway is going like this.
Harris Hill firefighters were at the store within 3 minutes, while most people, dazed and crying but unhurt, were out in the parking lot by then. The firefighters could hear cries for help coming from 2 customers, a husband and wife, trapped underneath the checkout counter.
The counters prevented the debris from collapsing right on top of the people.
What kind of debris are we talking about?
Well, there was heavy weighted snow, the ceiling itself, and air conditioners that were on top of the roof.
Firefighters from 7 companies used everything they could find to dig through the snow looking for victims, from small shovels to heavy equipment. One firefighter was overcome by natural gas fumes leaking from a broken gas line inside the store. Firefighters had 2 things to worry about today. More people might be trapped inside, and more of the roof might cave in.
Yeah, can we get the victims out through the rear of the store? That's clear, but I was informed that the front walls might possibly come down.
Worried about another collapse, police and firefighters moved their own lines away from the front of the building and evacuated adjacent stores in the Clarence Plaza. But the search for victims continues.
The only options we have right now is to keep digging to see and to make sure that everyone is out of there. That's our main concern, obviously, okay? After that, it would have to be a determination from the management of Hills and from our safety people as to what to do to the building.
Well, as to what to do with the building tonight, as you see, they have sealed it off. I spoke to Mr. Robert Berwick. He represents the Brookhill Group of New York City. They just bought this building within the last 30 days. He says our plans are to rebuild and have Hills back in business within 60 to 90 days. Rich?
Yes, Jackie, to put people's minds at ease, no more victims underneath the rubble?
Never found any more, and as we said, of the 9 victims that we were able to pinpoint at area hospitals, no serious injuries.
That's good news. Thank you, Jackie.